Oh, you don't need to say anything because I paid someone to make an intro for our travel show.
Oh, okay. You don't need to say hi? Because the intro will just say hi?
Yeah, the intro will.
Okay. The Lucas and Jacob Travel Show.
Funded by the Foundation of Jacob's AdSense.
Hashtag travel influencers.
Wasn't that intro pretty cool?
Oh wait, how much do you have to pay for that?
$25,000.
They did a really good job with that editing and stuff.
Today we're in Switzerland. That is a nickname that people call this place. They call it Little Switzerland. This is Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Eureka!
So this town was kind of built on natural springs. People thought they had healing powers. Why do I feel so gay right now, even though I'm straight?
Oh. We're on a rainbow flag.
It has been said that this is the gayest town in Arkansas, and people have even said it's the gayest small town in America. Because this is a very small town. I think the population is anywhere from like 2,000 to 3,000 people.
And they have this whole gay staircase, like it's just so gay. Also, I'm seeing a lot of these hippie people. They wear like all these tie-dye shirts and like,
this town is also beloved by a bunch of people because there's a bunch of Victorian architectural old buildings.
History. I think the staircase is hypnotizing me. Because before, just on there, I was thinking gays shouldn't have rights, but now I'm starting to think, I love them.
When we were on the concrete, all I was picturing in my head was like boobs bouncing, but now I'm picturing like man tits bouncing. This is the hotel we're staying at tonight, the Basin Park Hotel. But first, let me get a coffee.
Near. Let me get a coffee.
So I hit up Eureka Daily Roast for my caffeine hit, and it's so cute inside there, guys. It just felt like something out of a children's storybook inside of there.
It smelled immaculate.
I got a mocha iced coffee. It's good. Basin Park Hotel, 1905, because it was made in 1905. That's a long time ago. I was not alive in 1905.
There's actually like an entryway.
Yeah, there's kind of a lobby. So like if we had guests visiting us, which we don't have any, but if we did, like you would shut these doors and like your guests would like make a drink for themselves, and then when you're ready, you'd open these doors and be like, Sam, what's up? What? Feels like you're entering a cave, if we're being honest. Sitting area.
I was so weirded out when we first got in here because you look this way and there's all these curtains. I was like, wait, are we in a JCPenney dressing room?
Something about this curtain, it just like feels like it's a dedicated orgy room or something for this hotel room. I don't know why they would even have that, but like it just is giving that to me.
To me, it gave JCPenney dressing room, but I could also see that.
Swinger convention type thing.
Yeah.
Big bathroom that they kind of made modern, you can tell. Like this is like a new.
Big old bathtub with jets. Where's the sink? There isn't one. Not in this room, at least. Shower is separated from the shitter. You know that's kind of a modern thing. So then you leave this room and you see the shitter. Oh,
whoa.
Gotta love the door handle. And yeah.
I like the tiling in this room.
Wait, is there a little person who lives in this?
Why does that scare you? What if a little person just wants to live there?
Well, I just want to know so I won't be startled if I hear them.
There is noise coming out of it.
Also, I'm scared, like, I'm gonna be going to the bathroom and I'm gonna fall, like, 2 stories down. Just don't step too hard on that. But that's what's cool about historic hotels, you know?
Yeah, is that like...
It's some boring Ramada Inn, like...
At any moment, it could break.
Yeah, it's very... That's what's cool about history.
You can hear something above us. I mean, it makes sense. They used to make the walls thinner.
Is that a bed going up and down?
I kind of want to hear that. I think maybe people having sex. Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, and then there's also 2 waiting chairs if you want to turn this into a temporary dentist office, I guess.
Also, they give you a fan.
I know, that's very, that's not common.
And then I was shocked when I saw this because I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel room with 2 king beds. Like, these are noticeably bigger. This isn't some 2 queens, oh my gosh, 2 fulls, 2 kings. In this California king bed.
You already know I'm gonna distort your voice because I want to be known as the brother that sings.
You don't want me to get discovered.
I bet you're gonna break something.
Like, see how it's kind of tilt the whole entire, look at the top of that. It's like we're...
Wait, this entire room is tilted.
That's cool. cool.
It's kind of like a fun house.
A fun house. I love how you can hear everyone. It's like the nosy person's dream.
Before the Basin Park Hotel was here, there was the Perry House in the 1800s, but that burned down. There used to be very grand parties thrown here. Hey! Pop it, twist it!
It was like a party hotel? Like a rambunctious, roaring 20s?
Yeah, so during like Prohibition, when alcohol was illegal.
They said F that.
I know, the whoever owned this hotel or whatever was like, we don't kill, we're gonna do drugs, drink, all that stuff. I guess there was like a ballroom on the top of this hotel, and that's where they threw the parties. But then another part of the history is that it's also haunted.
I mean, this is scary in here. Like, I do feel very scared.
Just being in here, I feel scared. There's a lot of ghost stories, but one that really intrigued me was apparently a traveling circus stayed in this hotel. People claim there's a lion ghost in this hotel. There's no evidence of this. People don't know why, but people hear roaring in the hallways at night and stuff. There's a theory that these circus performers that were traveling, they stayed at this hotel, and a lion either died in one of the rooms because the circuses back in the day, like, it was animal abuse central.
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
to me, that's believable. Like, they gave it so many meds, it overdosed in the room, so people think it might have died in the hotel room. It was just so abused that like its ghost attached to this hotel, but
They know what room that's in?
I think it just is throughout the hotel, but I want to see the lion ghost. Like, I kind of with that.
I would be so scared.
Oh, wait.
If I saw a lion in here at night, but it was all just a ghost, but I thought it was real for a second.
That's true, like lions are deadly.
I know, they're terrifying. You're gonna hear me roar.
Kind of traumatic going up here because when we were here earlier, I hit my head against this.
And then you asked me at least 5 times, like, is it okay?
I think I'm fine. I don't feel like lightheaded or anything. I am fine. This leads to an outdoor section we have, which is very nice. We're outside now. I guess every floor is on ground level because it's like built in the side of a mountain. But I do like that every floor is on ground level because that means that we have 2 ways to escape. So if the lion ghost does come into our room, I can either escape through the hallway or I can escape through this balcony thing and jump off.
I think about it more in the way there's 2 ways we could get kidnapped. Oh, this is so nice, just sitting in the sun. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. Looking down at a main street of a cute American town in Arkansas.
We did have lunch earlier today, and Eureka Springs has a bunch of cute little spots to eat at. So we decided to eat at Local Flavor Cafe because it just looked so pretty from the outside. People on the balcony giggling, and we were like, we want to be a part of that.
I was just so surprised that this town is so bustling, you know what I mean? Because it's such a small town.
Like, it seems like this is legit like a town that people go on vacation to. And the menu had a bunch of options. And you know me, I always get something off the specialty items because a lot of people tell me this. Jacob, you're special. I always wonder, like, what do they mean by that? Is it me? Are they saying it in a negative way or a good way? I decided to get the Santa Fe pita. Have you noticed that every menu in the entire world has a menu item that starts with Santa Fe? People are obsessed with Santa Fe. Like, something they did with their food, people were in love with.
Even if I started a restaurant, I probably would make a Santa Fe ham and cheese just because I would think I'd have to at this point. I got the chicken pesto sandwich, and I've had this sandwich many times at other cafes, and every time I love it.
I've had that exact sandwich before too, and it's always on the same bread. It's always the same, and it always has red peppers on it, and it just slaps so hard.
I know, I feel like you guys all watching, you've had this as well, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, every time it's so good.
It's so annoying. I was so stressed because mine was so big. I was like, how am I going to eat this? But they gave me a knife, and I just went to town.
Yes, sir. You were saying, how would I ever eat this? What am I gonna do? And then I looked down, I looked up, and it was gone. I don't get the whole character, but pop off.
I'm just mind-boggled because Lucas kept saying this. It's weird that this is a city because it looks like a theme park. Every theme park tries to recreate this.
I still can't believe this is real. Like, this is real from the 1800s. Like, yeah, I'm just used to going to, a place where they try to recreate this whole aesthetic. You know, that's basically every theme park. But it's like, no, this is actually like the real town it's based off of.
Earlier today, we were at a bunch of Jesus things. This is an attraction, Thorn Crown Chapel. From what I know, I think it just is really cool because it's made out of glass.
Ooh,
No smoking, food, or drinks past this point.
That'll be easy.
Yeah, we don't smoke or drink or eat, so. Should we go inside and like do a prayer? It's fun having a moment of silence.
They kept those windows clean. There was a Bible, so I opened it and just wanted to see what I opened to. And to be honest, at first I opened to like these really long stories, so I just kept going until I saw a quote. God turns his back on the proud, but gives grace to the humble.
This is Christ of the Ozarks, and some people say it looks like a stick of butter, and looking at it, it does look like a stick of butter with arms coming out.
Look, I'm high-fiving it.
No. That kind of did. Who else can say they high-fived Christ of the Ozarks? We've been here probably for about 3 minutes, but I feel like we have to stay longer because when we entered this like area, they said they want a donation, and all I had was a $20 bill. So like.
Then the thing about it is I feel like we're already done.
Because like we already saw it.
Yeah, because like that's the whole point. You see it, take a photo.
There's a bunch of stores up there, but then you go down here and it's the same building and there's stores on the lower floors too. It's kind of interesting. One of the places we just had to check out in Eureka Springs was East by West because I heard about this place so much because apparently they have rabbit cashiers. I have to buy something because I need to see like these working rabbits. I want to see a rabbit that has a 9-to-5 that's supporting capitalism. We picked up some things and we brought it to the cash register store. And the lady working was talking to us and I was kind of getting disappointed. I was like, okay, where are the rabbits?
The bunny actually walked out from the back room and did it all. Little Playboy bunny.
This one was a Playboy, I felt like, because it would have been the centerfold.
And it was just staring at us for like, I didn't know if it liked us at all.
No, because it kind of looked like it thought we were annoying. I wasn't sure, I couldn't tell.
Like I was like, do you like being pet?
So I was thinking, okay, it's cool, they have a rabbit.
I already was completely satisfied just seeing a rabbit and getting to pet it.
She handed the rabbit my credit card, and then it handed it back to me, and then the rabbit handed me the receipt that I signed, and then the rabbit handed me the bag with all the goodies. Like, these rabbits are actually employed. Like, it makes me curious, like, does this rabbit get like a $1.99 or a W-2 each year to like fill out the tax and for the IRS? Like, I'm just very curious now.
So I just loved it. We were both saying like, and maybe it seems like not that cool on video, but like we were both saying like, that was the best thing of today so far, you know?
Yeah. This is what we picked up at the gift shop. I got a chakra bracelet because people always say like, your chakras are off. Like, no one has said that to me recently, but I've heard people say that to other people. So might as well wear this for the entire trip today and tomorrow so I can just have good vibes and hopefully align my chakras. There's like 8 chakras in the body and you want them to be aligned or something,
Yeah,
right?
there's like a mental, fit, your voice, your heart, and then like it just keeps going down. Lava rocks, is that what it said? So also in the spiritual section, they had mood rings. A lot of times I don't even know how I'm feeling. I just want other people around me to know how I'm feeling. Let's put it on. Oh,
It's blue.
it immediately went blue. Oh, it's turning purple now.
Balanced, tranquil, and satisfied. I'm trying to get well from the inside.
Oh.
It's changing to like a pink, I think. No. This is more blue, actually.
Yeah, you're calm, peaceful, and content right now.
Can you like make me mad to see if this is real?
Oh, get nervous.
Oh no, I'm so worried.
Oh.
We just were walking and we walked past this alleyway and I got so scared of that like black piping because I actually thought that was a huge snake. Mind playing tricks on me. Duh, duh, strike a pose. Duh, duh, strike a pose. Duh, duh, strike a pose. This is where a spring used to be.
And my mood ring just turned to green.
So that means you're active, I saw.
Oh, okay.
Which
Actively
makes
learning.
sense. Yeah. Something about this bridge is kind of fascinating us, so now we're going to walk on it.
Wouldn't that be kind of funny putting more than 15 people on and just jumping?
It's living up to my expectations though. Like, things under me, but then like I'm kind of floating in a way.
That's what is fun about it. I like how the railings aren't that high either.
So the thing about Eureka Springs is that it's very mountainous, so you end up like getting so thick when you're here. Right now we're walking through a residential area because we're going to, it's a magic show.
And we've seen this advertised everywhere.
Inside of a church or something I saw.
The mood ring is green, which makes sense because we're going up a hill.
Here's the thing, we had two options for a show tonight. We either go to the best magic show in Eureka, or we go to the biggest outdoor stage in North America, supposedly. That's where they have the Great Passion Play, where they reenact the last week of Jesus Christ's life.
Magic shows are just my shit. So obviously we had to see the magicians work their magic.
Walking into this church was fully an experience. Like, we got there like 20 minutes before, but just being in a church and we were waiting for a magic show, I was like, what are we doing? Like, I felt a little bit scared.
The way they decorate it in there is just so over the top.
So the show started with them flexing a bit. They had to show their resume. They've been on America's Got Talent. By the way, it's a husband and wife duo. They were on Masters of Illusion, and they were also on Punnintillo Fools. Some typical stuff. But then as the show continued, it got more scary, and you started thinking, do we have free will? Or is this actually just a scripted show that I'm a part of?
Is everything predetermined? Like, and then he'd go through these tricks and props that he already had there were stuff people picked, and it was like, wait, like. And then the wife did this synchronicity exercise, which I love, because like that goes into like the secret manifesting. Like, I love how that was included, you know? I was actually used as a prop in one of the things.
We got in a fight though. So he said, one of these two boys. And then basically he was trying to pick someone that's a good liar, and Lucas pointed at me and said, he's a good liar. But then I said, no, you're a good liar.
I was gonna bring it back to you, but I knew he would have been like, one of you guys just do it, because we want to get this show going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I just didn't want to go up. So
I immediately was just like, I went into straight up panic mode right away, because there was only like 15 people there because it's like off season during the week, but I just still felt so much pressure for some reason. But I actually ended up effing up the trick because I showed him the number I was writing, so he had this other guy do it, but I think he felt bad that I ruined my thing, so like I still was kind of involved. But basically the whole thing was, most communication is body language and your behavior.
He said, you've told me this before, but he said that only 7% of communication is done through talking.
When he caught me in my lies and like figured out what I was thinking through my behavior, it was always about my blinking. I actually asked you how I came off, and you said I came off as I didn't want to be there. So that's funny how like I felt this panic, nervous, awkward person, but like how it came off was just being rude, kind of.
And then for sort of the finale of the show, this was the craziest part. You get to pick anything that you have. So for me, I picked the camera that we're using. It's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and she was facing the other way, and she would just guess what each person had. And she guessed, okay, do you have a camera? And I said, yeah. And then she said, okay, I'm gonna guess the brand now. And then
once she said she was gonna guess the brand, I got so excited.
But she guessed DJI Pocket Osmo 3.
Yeah, she even said 3. That's when I was like, okay. She actually didn't get everybody's. Like, there was sometimes where she struggled a little bit, which made it cool because like, it just shows it's actually happening in real time, you know?
Even for Lucas, is like, yours is just as weird. He got his Costco membership, and she actually guessed like Costco membership.
I was just in awe.
So we've been to Chris Angel in Vegas. We've been to, what's the other guy's name?
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield in Vegas. Lower budget magic shows that are more intimate are way better.
Chris Angel, like him swinging around
It's more of like a Broadway show.
Yeah, it's more of like just theatrics, which is, I guess, entertaining, but these ones are way better. Like, yes, Poppy.
We had to go somewhere interesting for dinner. We're in Eureka Springs, the best city in the world. They have so many dining options.
Right down the street from the theater. We were in a neighborhood and I was thinking, huh? But it's inside a house.
Yeah, we stumbled upon Emilio's Italian home cooking, and I've never been to a restaurant that's inside of someone's house. I don't know if someone actually lives in this house, I'm not completely sure, but it's actually a house in a neighborhood.
Yeah, the entryway is where you check in, then they had like multiple rooms where people were dining, and there's photos all over the wall of the whole Italian family who started it. Didn't they say all the recipes are like from the south of Italy?
Yeah, our waitress said the guy who made the restaurant or something?
Yeah.
Was there earlier today, and they're actually, all these recipes are from the south of France, so it's like authentic.
South of Italy, right?
Oh, south of Italy, yeah. So they brought the bread. There was garlic beside the bread that you could smush onto the bread. So I smushed the garlic onto the bread.
Don't act like you came up with this. The waiter recommended this. She said, this is what I like to do.
And of course we're listening to her because she's the queen. Then I added some Parmesan cheese, and when I bit into
She
that
would add
bread,
butter to hers.
with bread, I don't care if it doesn't have butter. I'm just not one of those people.
Butter on bread really adds to me, but I also didn't do it because it seemed like too much work.
While we were munching on that, they brought the salads over. Both of us got a salad with pesto dressing.
Ranch wasn't an option, which I was a little bit sad about, but it's authentic, I guess.
You know what? I'm a fan of pesto, so I liked it. This is your second time having pesto. I wonder if you don't have pesto tomorrow, you're gonna have withdrawals. They were serving us fast, which I was a fan of. So when the waitress brought over our mains, what did she say? Besties, this is the mains. Okay,
I think she said girlfriends.
Oh no, okay, yeah, she
I
said.
never heard it.
She
'Cause I
said
was just so focused on
girlfriends,
the food.
here's the mains.
I got the chicken primavera pasta. You could pick a noodle, so I picked penne because I don't like swirling. I've never been into that. I'm more of a poke.
I got penne with mine. I loved how you could choose the pasta.
Big ass dong on yours that you had to cut up.
Okay,
so they want you to cut up the food.
Saw there was a dick in my pasta. I was like, wait.
Mine was so good though. It's kind of like an Alfredo-ish, but not fully. It's very primavera.
Did you get that because you think you're a prima donna? You think that you deserve everything in the world even though you've done nothing with your life?
They say
Someone just said that to you randomly.
They say I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal though.
I'm such a big fan of Italian sausage, so I loved my meal.
Was it spicy? Like
It wasn't so spicy, but it
just
did
the
have
perfect-
tang.
The perfect mainstream amount of spice.
Yeah.
You actually were mad though when you saw mine. You said, oh my God, I wish I had yours. But it's sad because now looking back, I wish I had yours. Do you wish you would have had mine?
No, yeah, I loved mine, but I wish I would have yours, but then
Yeah,
you
so
wish you would have mine.
It turns out we accidentally ordered the wrong
Kind of a
food 'cause-
Freaky Friday moment.
I know, because I actually feel like I was meant to have yours.
We paid the check, we left, and I loved that experience, the environment, the food, the backstory.
There was this guy sitting behind you who I just was like, I wanted to keep looking at him because like he had these cool pants on and like a white shirt tucked in and really short sleeves. And I just was looking at him and I'm like, I was gonna like steal his whole style. We saw some wild animals on the way home. All of a sudden I saw this deer and I got scared. And then I realized there was like 15 deer.
Yeah, they just were so scared of us, they were running away. Hey baby girl, shake your ass, show the whole world. Oh yeah, so Eureka Springs is known a lot for its nightlife. Like there's a gay club here, I don't even know if it's open tonight. There's just like other really cool drinking places, so even though we decided we're gonna try to live a more holy life, I guess tonight we're gonna take a break.
Bestie, Jesus drank wine.
Besties go out on the town. Right after hitting the town, we realized my most anticipated place, Eureka Live, the drag queen gay bar, wasn't open tonight. That's fine though. We're gonna hit up the next best place, Missy's White Rabbit Lounge. Right after walking in, we realized, oh, okay, we were delusional. It turns out no one's here on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was completely dead. The bartender was super nice though. I think she was watching Law and Order.
It was a cool bar though. It was all like rabbit themed. Oh my gosh, rabbits, ribbit, ribbit. That's actually a frog, but I did like the theme of it. While we were walking around looking for the next place, we just kept saying, this town feels like we're on the set of a movie. It feels like I'm in the Universal Studios backlot.
On a movie set at nighttime, production isn't there. So then we went to the Rowdy Beaver Bar and Restaurant. The second we walked in, we were surrounded by fish smell. Somebody ordered fish. Everyone knew exactly what they were eating.
It was like your typical bar, a bunch of like random memorabilia.
Sports playing.
Yeah, there was a bunch of old men talking about like, I sold a company, like it was that type of place. After that, we kind of realized, wait, nothing's open. Then we realized, okay, there's actually like another place that's open. It was called Chelsea's Corner Cafe or something. We walked in and we were like, what? No one's here. But then we entered this other part of the bar and there was an open mic.
When we first got there, it felt like we were in the olden days though, because like some girl was playing, I don't think it's a recorder, but it looked like a recorder. And it sounded so much like such old music, like Europe or something at a castle. Jacob actually made a friend.
Yeah, there was this really old guy, like he actually was elderly. He told me a bunch of stories, talked a lot about how he lived in New Orleans in this madam house, basically a house full of people that sold their body for money. And he said that there was a ghost in the house, like...
Yeah, I was standing right next to Jacob during all of this, but it was so loud that I could only hear little glimpses of the conversation. So I didn't even attempt to join because it was like, then I'd be screaming, someone's performing, you know what I mean?
Now we are back in the room and it's not even 11 o'clock. We're gonna get a good night's sleep.
In our California king beds.
Ta-da! Both of us showered, we got cleaned up. We had a pretty good night's sleep.
I actually immediately when we went to bed was filled with fear. I was just not feeling the energy. I didn't like how long the hotel room was. I'm not even kidding, for a millisecond I was scared of the lion ghost. So I was thinking I don't want to get attacked. Kind of had a spotty sleep and I had just had such negative dreams.
Even though we were scared of the lion ghost, we didn't see any ghosts in this hotel.
Yeah, and I mean there was creaks and bumps every second, but that was just the building.
And then it was another one of those, but first, let me get a coffee.
Hell yes.
And I saw there's this place called Bean Me Up Coffee. It's kind of alien themed, Bean Me Up Scotty. What movie is that from?
I just saw the Nicki Minaj mixtape.
Please don't abduct me, aliens. I'm too beautiful to leave Earth. I decided to get a Unity because I believe that we can all be in unity together. Even though we're different, we can all still be in unity.
So I am more of a plain boy. I always want a cold brew, but instead I had to get an iced coffee.
It tastes very alien. Wow, this is the ending of the Lucas and Jacob travel show. Go to Eureka Springs.
We had a great time. We hope we can catch you guys on the next episode.
We're gonna walk away now. Bye.
Eureka!